Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. I say again, welcome to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. And what is my thought for the night? I was thinking about, I would say, why discipline beats motivation every time. And I'll say it again. Why discipline beats motivation every time. And why do I say this? Well, motivation could be how you feel in your heart about something, and your desire and your yearning to do something, to start something, or maybe to complete a task or strive to achieve, say, a goal or purpose. Whereas I would say discipline would boil down to the hardcore details and facts, of getting something done. Or discipline can and does include self-control. Say a certain type of lifestyle. Maybe a said routine, that can lead to your success. Motivation boils more or less on the feeling or ideological side of things, whereas discipline involves more structure, something that you would do on a routine basis. And obviously, I would know this, having, served 20 years in the military. So I definitely know about, I know actually about both discipline and motivation. But I definitely know about discipline, in the military. That's one of the military's core values and what they teach. But yes, discipline versus motivation. Motivation, it can be there one day and then something can detract you from it, whereas discipline, is not necessarily, it's not based on a feeling. It's something or certain measures that you take, whether things, are up, or down. Let me see. What are some good examples, of discipline? I'll give a good thing. I'll give you one example. One would be, going to the gym or choosing to work out, whether or not you lift weights, whether you do some form of cardio. And for some people, it may include running, what I'm saying? So some people have a set routine, that they choose to do in physical activity, throughout the week. Some people, it may be 5 days a week. Some, it can be 6, some, it may be 3. But I would have to figure for most people, it's normally between 3 to like probably 6 days, a week, or maybe 5, because you need rest days. But that's discipline. They have a set routine that they do each week, in terms of them going to the gym or either hitting the trail or doing whatever their particular workout is. So they have structure. They're organized, they carve out, time in order to get their workout done, whereas motivation is what is in the heart and the drive, behind it or to do something. Now, like I said, motivation, can come and it can go. You can feel like doing something and be driven to do something one day, but if circumstances change, then you may not be motivated, to do or pursue something, anymore. Whereas discipline is more or less concrete, and it involves consistency. Motivation doesn't. Motivation can come and go. Discipline involves concrete and consistency. What are some other things between discipline and motivation? Another good one would be a person's diet. You know, some people have the ability to discipline themselves, in diet and what they eat, what they consume, and for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Some people may have specialized diets or may stick to a certain diet, maybe for health reasons, or maybe they're an athlete, or maybe it may be certain types of, jobs that they do. Whereas motivation, I'll give you a good example. It could be a person that sets a goal, right, to maybe lose weight, and they want to, say cut calories. They can have the motivation or drive, to diet so that they can lose weight. But if any circumstances change, their desire or drive, to do that, can change, according to what their thought process and what their mindset is, in that given season. Whereas a person that applies discipline in their dieting, whether or not circumstances around them change, they're going to stick, to that particular diet or that particular routine and control, in their eating and dietary habits. And guys, quickly, I want to interject. Speaking of diets and health and stuff like that, I have a website, the five best weight loss products. And so please click on the link, and purchase the products if you desire to lose weight, take care of your health, cut fat, and even if you want to cut stubborn belly fat, and also overall as a whole. I recommend, go to the website, purchase the products, and also share the website and link with others so that they also can buy and take the products also. I recommend it. Next to God, the next best thing that you have is your health. And so we get one life to live, and we only have one body. So take care of it. But anyway, back to discipline, and motivation. Why does discipline over time beat out motivation? Like I said, motivation is more or less ideological. You know what I'm saying? And you can be motivated to do something, but if you don't take the necessary steps and apply, those particular steps, then the goal that you have, basically, all it is just a dream that never is realized, and it doesn't become reality. Whereas with discipline, you take concrete, particular steps, whether it be a routine or a process, and you literally, and with practicality, you apply it, in your life, each day, until you get the particular result or goal that you desire. You know what I'm saying? So discipline is I would say it's more concrete. It's more concrete, and it's realistic. You know what I'm saying? Motivation is more or less the idea and the internal drive, behind it. And like I said, motivation can change with circumstances. Discipline is going to be concrete, and it's something that you can apply, and remain consistent with, regardless, of circumstances. It's more unwavering. You know what I'm saying? It's self-control. It doesn't flip, and waver, with the wind. If there's some days, that you're not going to feel like doing. I'll give you a good example. Some days, some people don't feel like going to work, but they know that they have to go to work if they want to get paid and make money. Now, obviously, the motivation, to go to work is so that you can get paid. That's one of the biggest, incentives or motivation. But the discipline, that is required, to get to work, you have to apply it. You have a set schedule, and a set number of hours and a set time frame that you have to arrive at your job. And then you have certain tasks and routines, or duties that you have to get done. And you have to have discipline in your work environment if, you want to stay, keeping your job. So it requires discipline to make it, to your 9, to 5. There's certain things you have to do. That means if you have to be to work at a certain time, then that, after you get off work, you're going to have whatever your routine is, and then you have to be to bed at a certain time so that you can get up and be refreshed, at your job. That you have to be punctual. It takes, all of that is discipline. You can't be haphazard with your job. You have to have good work habits, if you want to keep your job, and if you desire to get promoted and excel in your career, so it takes discipline and some type of self-control, and discipline comes with practice. And discipline doesn't come with just thinking it. You have to actually, it's more than, it's what you think and also what you do, but over time, discipline will beat out motivation every time, because discipline is concrete, it's practical, and it is consistent. And consistency, they will yield results. Motivation is definitely is needed, but discipline is what you apply and what you must be manifested in order to get said goal accomplished. But that's just some food to think about. Discipline versus motivation. Why discipline beats out motivation. Beats it out every time, guys. But that's all I have on this one. Just something short and sweet, just to consider and think about. Discipline. Discipline will yield results. Motivation can be, a percentage of the driving factor behind it. But discipline is what must be applied regardless of how we feel. Anyway, that's my thought for the night. And the name of this podcast is Snacks Thoughts. SNAKZTHOUGHTS, Snacks Thoughts. And you can find this podcast on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Radio PBM, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and a host of other social media outlets. So please join Snacks Thoughts, and also leave a comment. And you also, please like the episode or unlike it, but leave a comment. Love to dialogue with you and hear your thoughts on it. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, and everyone has a right to be heard. So I'd like to hear from you. Also, I have a YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. So please go over to my YouTube channel. Smash that bell to turn on all notifications. Tap the bell to become a subscriber. Hit the like button or the unlike button to like the videos. And also, please, if you go over to my Snacks Thoughts channel, hit the hype button to hype the video. And either way, leave a comment. Love to dialogue with you. Everyone has a right to be heard. And also, I have my Snacks 123 channel on Rumble, SNAKZ 123 on Rumble. So please follow me on Rumble. Also subscribe to me on Rumble. Leave a comment. Hit the like or unlike button to like the videos over there also. And obviously the 5 best weight loss products. Link will be in the description, guys. Go to my website and purchase the products and share the link and website with others. Take care of your health, guys. Take care of it. But anyway, guys, why discipline beats motivation every time? Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one. Later.